This is Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and Soul Reaver 2. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. There's also bonus content. Yeah. It's a nice celebration of 25 years of, well, basically this legacy. And we're bringing it back and enjoying the experience better than we ever have before, which is fantastic. And it's a nice little upgraded package of the two games. We'll be showing off both of them so you can see them in action and see what they have to offer gameplay-wise. And yeah, kind of a bit of a legendary series of games. The epic conflict of Kain and Raziel in original form or with remastered graphics, which we'll be showing off in a sec here. So they've redone the FMV stuff. Remade them, so they look, you know, they're supposed to be like they were, but a little bit more modernized. Just gonna go skip ahead so we can get into the actual gameplay here. There's a bit of a opening chat going on where he's gonna be complaining about the madness of being in this body. You know how it goes. Kain betrays and executes you. You must rise again and embark on a relentless quest for revenge. Oh, away.
Only spared you from total dissolution.
Pretty cool though, right?
I would choose oblivion over this existence.
So as you can kind of tell, hopefully, 4K resolution, 60 FPS. This is one of my favorite remasters because you're able to change the visuals by clicking in the right stick. And I say favorite remasters as in the sense that any game that does a remastering or remake where you're able to switch between the original and the new graphics is my favorite type of thing to see, because I think it's a perfect celebration of what came before while also allowing you to have the option of what is new and fresh. That way you can enjoy your distinct thing as if you remember it from back in the day, 25 years, or you can kind of get a little bit of a touch-up. The choice is entirely up to you.
Settle your dispute with Kain.
I think that's pretty awesome. Just saying.
Free their souls and let the wheel of fate churn again. Use your hatred to reave their souls.
Reave their souls.
Become my Soul Reaver, my angel of death.
Off we go. It's kind of weird to make it the right stick. Usually it's the back button, but I guess the back button's a bit of your guided menu in this. As you can tell, though, pretty faithful to the original experience. Right? Like, that's pretty, like, spot on.
Twist space, laying a path across great spans.
Just makes it look better. Soul Reaver. They're a pretty legendary selection of games. It's something like even way back, like I think a decade and a bit ago, I had older gamers kind of mention to me just like how into this franchise they were and everything, and these games, and people always wanting more from them. It's something I've heard of very much over the years.
You are weak. You must feel.
The old hunger has left me.
I think they did a good job updating the model, right?
You are changed. Your bloodthirst is replaced by a deeper need.
The sexy need. No, I'm just kidding. Although there's nothing more sexy than becoming a devourer of souls.
You must hunt the lost spirits of the underworld and consume the souls of your enemies.
Hold to feed. Can't see this in the older version. This is some cool looking fangs, right? That's why they call me the Soul Reaver. Do like a bit of a jump up thing. That's pretty cool.
Your wings, though ruined, are not without purpose.
Your wings, the wings, so ruined.
Carry you across this chasm.
Yeah, those wings are pretty tattered, aren't they?
What scabrous wretches are these?
Sua, the scavengers of the underworld. Their feral hunger has claimed countless souls, spirits who now shall never find their rest.
Hold to interface, and then something to dodge? Oh, I see, okay. Fetch me their souls. Get back here, you warm-up creatures. That's why they call you a Soul Reaver. There's actually like some really deep lore behind this if you do some... Well, I mean, it's in the games, right? But if you do some reading into the series, like there's some impressively vast lore and narrative going on here.
These portals are your conduit between the spectral and material realms. With their aid, you may gather matter and will yourself to become manifest in the physical world.
Cool.
This is taxing, however. Your strength must first be fully restored. You require no conduit to return to this plane. You may abandon your physical body at any time. You have much to learn, Raziel. When you are ready, this barrier will be dissolved.
But I want to dissolve now. Yeah, I pressed the back button. Oh, there we go.
Sustain your strength to prolong your manifestation in the physical world. If you fail to heal or absorb too many wounds, this fragile matter will dissolve.
He's always moving around, isn't he?
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain many of your vampiric weaknesses. Immersion in water, while not fatal, will dissolve your physical body.
Oh, great.
Forcing your return to the spirit world. Be aware that in the spectral realm, water has neither heft nor lift. It stands as thin as air.
That's kind of funny, right?
Your efforts are futile, Raziel. Such objects are but shadows in the spirit world.
But I want to go to the real world. Wait, can I walk across this because it's air? Pretty cool, eh? Like it's a nice bump up for this game. Like it looks a lot visually better. Oh. Okay, well that didn't work out. I need to work on my... Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? I gotta glide. Anyways, it doesn't matter too much because we need to be switching over to the second game. I guess if we need like a larger look at this sort of thing, you know, let me know. But we're gonna save the game and we're gonna switch over to, well, basically Soul Reaver 2 at this point. So that we can show off both of them. And again, similar options, game options, sound options, language stuff, control options. It's about the same between the two versions. So this is Soul Reaver 2, which again, same sort of situation as the original, redone. Like FMVs and pretty low res still for redone stuff. And then yeah, 4K resolution, 60 FPS, the ability to switch back and forth.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
That's great and all, but we should probably get into the action.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
You know what? I might have accidentally been in the old visual setting there for that option.
Snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
This is completely unexpected.
Actually, a pretty impressive
This orb
face for that era.
disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
I'm so certain of that, Mobius.
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Oh, cool.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to
Good.
meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now,
Very cinematic.
lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this.
Okay.
First, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do.
Oh, they all gonna die.
Require a few martyrs.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
Anyways, let's stop fooling around with switching the graphics back and forth, although, seriously, that does make me feel like the original visuals hold up beautifully well. Like, strangely incredibly well. No, even the rats in the original version. Ooh! Touch me there, souls. But did he lock that door? That poor guy. That is an excessively large soul, or sword that guy's got there. Soul was large too. Guy ate well. Whoa. Anyways, it's a pretty classic package of games. Jeez. And, holds up pretty well, fairly impressively, I would say. Yeah. Definitely a nice creepy vibe going on, and a nice way to revisit these games if there's something that you were really into back in the day. Beyond the Veil.